So the next thing I just kind of wanted to talk about was like the ILS system, which you briefly mentioned in when you were training at Cafe. So in my opinion, this is like the most fascinating piece of technology because I mean, obviously the pilots are manipulating the controls of the aircraft till the very end, but it still enables pilots to see in zero visibility. And I'll just briefly talk about the ILS system because just for some of our viewers who don't know, so there's like three specific categories. You have category one, category two, and category three. And category three is where the pilot's visibility is like completely obscured and they have no visibility of the runway almost. And I'm just curious to know what you think about the system and if at all there are any limitations to it or how it could be improved. And when was the last time you performed an ILS landing with Cat 3A or Cat 3B conditions?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best systems there. It's quite reliable. Um, Most of the major airports have the Cat 3 A, B, or C even. Um, it's been I mean, I think it was, I can't remember really, but it was developed quite a long time ago, and it's been the same system. Nothing has changed so far in its operational aspects of the system. Um, I perform well. I'm not qualified to land in low visibility conditions on the 350. So
Okay.
I haven't performed. I've done in the simulator, but not in the real life. So I can't comment on how it
Sure.
feels to land on it. I've seen it. I've been in the back seat and I've seen landing in a 3B situation, which was in Madrid, 2019. After that, I haven't seen any myself. I mean, I haven't been in the seat to land myself as a Cat 3 landing.
Yeah.
They are developing um, a GPS system which is more reliable. It is still not certified for 3B as such, or 3A for that matter. But it will be more precise, and that's the future. ILS will be also gone in the next, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 years, and
Mhm.
which will be
Yeah.
replaced by the GPS systems.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure, but like I think in India, I'm just guessing, like because usually when I fly, I'm just in the passenger seat. But like I think in places like Amritsar, Delhi, where sometimes the visibility is very, very low, you need to
That's
use that.
correct. That's
Yeah.
correct. Most of the landings, well, it's sad because it's environmentally or atmospherically very bad.
Mm.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of smog in cities like Mumbai and Delhi. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of almost every time we fly over India, the meter in Mumbai, Delhi is FU, it is fumes. So it's terribly bad situation when we're coming to land. It's almost always Cat 2 or Cat 3A landing there.
Yeah. 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 And so, like about ILS, like many countries are trying to develop their own system. Like in India as well, ISRO has been trying to develop the Gagan ILS system, and I think it can be used in like smaller and more rural airports, just to help them assist pilots in like terrain constrained approaches. Like, could you just maybe highlight like why is ILS so important? Like, why do pilots really need the system? Like,
Okay, so if you can't
yeah.
see something, for example, for
Oh,
us, for as pilots, we need to see the runway. If you don't see the
yeah.
runway, you don't know how far you are and how high or low you are with respect to that runway.
Yeah.
More to that, add to it, if you see a runway and there's obstacles in between, so now you need to know how much further vertically should you be so that you're
Yeah.
separated from the obstacle when you're coming down. So if you don't see a runway, you need to have some kind of a guidance inside the flight deck to guide you to the runway.
Mhm.
So the ILS gives you a lateral guidance. It tells you if you're left of the runway, if this is the runway here, it tells you if you're left or right of the runway, and also tells
Yeah.
you if you're high or low with respect to the normal path that you will be taking to the runway. Now, the ILS can go only up to a certain distance from the runway. It can't really extend further out. So it goes to a certain distance. So once you're at that distance, you can start tracking that system and you can know the system will tell you if you're left of the runway or right of the runway or if you're high or below. And then you can use your instruments to to center your position and then follow the track all the way down to the runway. So that's why an ILS is important,
Okay.
especially when you don't see a runway.